What's up, everybody? We are back. How is everybody doing? We have Josh from TradeZella with us here right now, which I am super excited to get into with him. If you guys have any questions for Josh, make sure you let him fire in the chat. We'll definitely be excited to get any answers he has for us. So, Josh, what's up, man? Before we dive into this, why don't you just kind of introduce yourself? Maybe give us a little bit of background about you and what you do at TradeZella.
Awesome. So, pleasure to be here. Really excited for this. But essentially, my name is Josh. I'm the community manager here at TradeZella. I've been with TradeZella for a good few years now. I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with what TradeZella is, but it's basically the all-in-one trading tool to go with your trading. And I'm really excited to show you guys some features, break some stuff down, answer any questions you guys have.
Awesome, man. So we're gonna dive into that in chat, just so you guys remember. At the end of this, Josh is gonna help us pick a winner for the one free year TradeZella subscription. So make sure you guys are hanging out all the way to the end of this, because we're gonna pick a winner for that, as well as the 3 prop firm accounts that we'll be giving away at the end here. So without further ado, let me pull up your chart for everybody here, Josh. Or your not your chart. I'm so used to saying chart. Your TradeZella account here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so now we're up on the screen. You can see his TradeZella dashboard, and I'll let you
Yeah,
take it
yeah.
away from here.
All right. So, for those of you that obviously are familiar with TradeZella, this will look very familiar to you. But for those that aren't, this is essentially the TradeZella dashboard, right? And this is kind of like your sort of home screen of TradeZella. And basically, what happens here is all of your data from your broker. What we do is we directly pull all of that data in, and then we give you these kind of stats, and you can see all of your stuff like as a general overview, like this. So you can see my net P&L, trade win percentage, day win percentage, profit factor, average win per loss per trade. And you also have what's called like a Zeller score here. So this is like a score that we give you based on your trade performance, and we take every single like possible factor you can think of into this, to then give you a score out of 100, right? So this is more of a visual way to actually see like how your trading is improving and actually visually be able to, instead of looking at based on P&L, you can actually be like, oh, okay, my Zeller score has gone up 5 points this week. So that means my trading's getting better and I'm becoming more consistent in my trading. So that's a really cool feature that we have
Yeah,
there.
kind
Then
of putting
it's
you in the
obvious.
direction of what maybe you need to work on improving as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see here, like I'm pretty good with my like drawdowns, so like I don't go that big into drawdowns. But the things where I kind of suck here is like I need to get my win percentage up, so I'm taking like too many small losses basically. I can just see that at a quick glance there, which is obviously nice, as you say. Um, then we've got like the overall calendar view here, so you can just easily see like the P&Ls for each week, the days, like how many trades you took each day, and the profit and loss for all that good stuff. Drawdowns, all this type of stuff. So I can see here what basically where my tilt days are. So you can see here, and like the 30th of January this year, I had bad tilt day, and not looking to relive that one. But you can see here just at a quick glance, you can see these days where you kind of had those blow up days, right? But yeah, you can customize this. You can put any stat or widget, whatever you want here, and this is fully customizable. But for those of you that like don't understand how easy and the power of TradeZella, so if I press like resync here, for example, what that basically does is it automatically resyncs my broker. But let me show you guys how easy it is to get your trades actually into TradeZella. It's as simple as once you come onto the platform, you just press add trade. What give me a broker. What's a good
So I
one?
think Thinkorswim is popular uh,
Okay. So
among hard to hear. Okay, I'm gonna turn his volume up a little bit.
But yeah, so you said obviously think or swim. You can see like popular brokers that are here, or you can go ahead and search your broker. But pretty much every single broker we will support. I'd be surprised if any of you didn't have your broker supported here. But essentially, just click on Think or Swim or search Think or Swim, press continue, then click on AutoSync, press continue, and then all it's going to do here is you just press connect, and it's going to pop up this window, right? And you can see this here just loading now. And literally, it's as simple as all you have to do is log in. You just type in your login ID and password, press login, and then all of the trades that you've taken will then be synced with TradeZella. So all of your past trades will then be imported, and you'll be able to see all of these stats for your trading, and all of your future trades will then automatically get imported, right? So it just makes everything so easy to track all of your data, which is what we're really big into. I think what I'll do though is I'll show you guys kind of like a flow of how I would go about using TradeZella, right? And then you can kind of see the power from that. Sound good?
I like it. How's audio
All
now,
right.
guys? Does it
So
sound better? I just have one person in the chat saying that you're hard to hear. I turned your audio up here. So I just go ahead and continue. We'll see. Hopefully that's a little bit better.
All right. Okay. Awesome. So essentially what I would do now that like I've imported my trades, you just press add trade and sort of go into that. Then what I would kind of do is like the way that I'd prefer to use TradeZella is go to like trade view here and then kind of just go into one of your trades. So here, for example, let's go down and find like a trade that had some sort of significance that I took recently. Let's go with like this trade right here, right? And you go into this, and essentially what you can do here on this page is you can actually like properly review and journal your trade. So what do I mean by that exactly? Let me find here when I took this trade, because this trade would have been from a while ago now. Okay, this is a bad example. I think this trade is like really old trade. Let me go to a more recent trade here. Trade view. Let's go to this one. Okay, so here you can actually see like, so this is for me was like a break-even trade, but you can see that like it automatically plots my exact entry and exit on the chart here. So this is where I entered and this is where I ended up getting out, right? And in this case, it ended up being stopped near break-even. But then you can see all the stats around this trade. Like you can see my commissions, my adjusted cost, my Zella scale. So it shows me like the maximum loss this trade went to versus the maximum profit it went into, the lowest point the trade went to versus the highest point the trade went to. Can actually see like the running P&L during this trade. So I can be like, oh, okay, like, oh, I actually went to $40 drawdown, then $50 profit, and $20 drawdown, and then it ends up going into profit, right? So something like this, like even just something as small as this can actually help build out an edge for you. Because just knowing like whether your trades are always going to drawdown first or not can be a sign that you need to improve your entries. Something as simple as that, right? But you can easily just come here, look at the chart, review it, save, customize this, add all your like drawing tools on. If you're someone who uses TradingView, so like customize the chart, add all your templates, all that sort of good stuff on, and you can draw on this, edit this, take screenshots, and then you can actually just come down here and go ahead and actually journal all of this at once, right? So when I come down here and I actually just go to notes here, I can go here, and then we have all like these templates, all this kind of stuff. So, you can actually, you don't know where to start with journaling. We have all this kind of stuff preset up for you, make custom templates, all that good stuff. But one of my personal favorite features, which I always love to show everyone, and I feel like most people don't actually use this that much, is tags, right? So like a lot of trading is about data collection, and using things like tags, I can actually come here, like look at my chart. I can like start to ask myself like these questions. So for example, what entry time frame did I enter this trade on? So I entered this trade on, let's say, a 3-minute time frame. So I can actually go ahead and tag that. And what I can do with these tags is I can actually start to track my performance on all this. So if I go through and tag my trades based on entry time frame that I entered on, all of a sudden at a quick glance down on the reports page, I can see like what my actual win rate and average R and average P&L and all these types of stuff is for now every single time frame I ever enter on. So then I can start to compare like what's my performance in the 1 minute versus the 3 minute. Or for example, like you could go so deep into it to even track like the actual hours of sleep you get versus your training performance. So you could go ahead and set up tags here for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. I just have it on poor, medium, or good sleep. So here I'll go ahead and tag this as like a good sleep day, right? And then I can actually start to see patterns such as like, okay, how is the amount of hours of sleep I'm getting affecting my trading, right? And the performance that I get. And personally, that's something I've noticed from taking my trades, that basically when I sleep poorly and I trade, I lose almost all of my trades. And it's like so consistent. Like I mean, it's now a rule in my thing that I just cannot trade if I've like not had a good night's sleep anymore.
I've heard a lot
So
of
yeah,
successful traders talk about sleep as being one of the most important factors. So that, I mean, that
literally
makes sense.
sleep
That lines
is,
up.
yeah.
I feel like we all think we can get away without it, but if you start tracking it, then you can see, right?
Exactly, yeah, and it makes it hard to ignore at that point. But even things like, did you do like for me, like a big thing is like, did I exercise before? So I started tracking it as a tag out of curiosity. And when I do my pre-market prep the night before, or when I go for a run, like before versus when I don't go for a run, all this type of stuff. Or like, I don't know, however you trade. Maybe you trade like order blocks, maybe you trade supply and demand, maybe you trade support resistance, maybe you trade order flow, whatever it is, you can come in here and like tag it. So maybe if you were doing like a 4-hour support zone, come here and you can actually then see the win rate and the stats behind 4-hour support zones and how well it actually works for you. And it's so easy to like come through and just add these and set this up. So then like just to kind of show you that now in action, when I go to the reports page here you can just kind of see like a summary of like all of your stats at a glance. And bear in mind, like it was so easy to do. Like all you did was log into your broker, and all of this data is here like 2 minutes later, which is kind of crazy, I think, to be honest. Like honestly, like
Yeah, that's
TradeZella for
quick.
me is like it's been like a game changer. Like I cannot even describe to you. But like now I can see at a glance like trade time. So my best performing time is 2 o'clock. My least performing time is 7 o'clock, right? So I can just come down here and I can be like, okay, so 7 p.m. my win rate is 24.49%. I'm down 10k at that hour. Maybe I should just stop placing trades at 7 p.m. All right, I can see all of this like at a glance pretty easily. But like even just to show you, like you can do this for absolutely every stat possible, like your risk. You can see like the symbol. So what's my most profitable symbol here? What's my least profitable? What's my most traded? What's the win rate individually for every symbol I've ever traded? So you can see here like NQ is 36.14%, GBP USD 58%. I can just see all this at a glance. And this, I love this feature, right? You can do so what we call it cross analysis. So I can go, for example, and just like cross analyze anything with anything. So here I can see like every single symbol and every single 15-minute interval and the P&L for each time. So I can start to look at patterns and be like, oh, okay, at 12:30 on M&Q, I've lost 5.5k. So then if I wanted to like investigate and be like, why? I just click it, and now it's showing me all the trades that I've ever taken at 12:30 on M&Q, and I can actually just start to click back into these and start investigating and be like, okay, so here's this trade. What like here's the chart. What went wrong here? And like kind of engineer and everything, which is really cool, I think.
Yeah, it's super cool. I mean, you can look at that and be like, oh, well, I put on it tends to consolidate at 12:30, and I get caught in the chop.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's super cool. I haven't tried that feature out yet.
yeah. Literally, but like when I say like you could go into like a rabbit hole on like trader reports and you could just refine for hours. Like I'm trying to get through this as like fast as possible because I could
It's
literally
so
sit here and talk
detailed.
to you
Yeah.
about this for like 10 hours if we wanted to. Like we could sit on this and like I could break down like I could go through all my data and break it down with you. We could like just find out like so many like hidden secrets in my
You
trading
can
plan just
learn
from
so
proof of.
much about Josh and his personality. It would just reveal
Yeah,
everything about you.
that's why I'm trying not to go too deep because then you'll start to know who I am, right? But yeah, like in your strategies, like all your playbooks, we call them. So like I have one here. My best performing is supply demand liquidity playbook, and I can see the specific win rates for all of my different strategies, the P&L, the trade count, average win versus average loss, all this type of good stuff. Cross analyze all of that again if you want to. Like it's infinitely endless, right? But as I said about like the tags, so come here and look at this. So you can see like all the tag categories I ever set up, and I can see like the performance. So look, here when it comes into this, right? So you can see like when I have poor sleep, I have a 14.29% win rate. Why would I even bother trading, right? That's going to be my win rate, that kind of thing. Entry time frame use. So like here, when I enter on the 1 minute time frame, I've taken 93 trades, but I only have a 19.57% win rate. But when I enter on the 3 minute, I have a 63.16% win rate. So obviously, like I can see straight away at a glance, like just stop trying to enter on the 1 minute, Josh, and
Stay
sort yourself
patient. Just
out.
give it three. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, right? So it is literally just like this easy, and all you have to do is just broker sync your account, and you get access to all this data. Like it's phenomenal, I think. But yeah, like as I said, date and time, trade duration, whatever you can imagine, you can do. You can even like build out reports. So like let's say if I was like MNQ, and I wanted to see my performance on the 1 minute versus NQ. We'll do NQ because I think I've taken more trades using that. NQ versus the 3 minute here. I did the 3 minute and I press generate report. It's actually going to build me like a report of these two side by side, and I can actually compare all of this here based on my entry timeframes based on the 1 minute versus the 3 minute, which again is like a really cool thing, I think. But yeah, like essentially, like that is like the bulk of TradeZella in a nutshell. And I know I've just summed it up there for you within like 10 minutes, but that's where like the most powerful sort of stuff I think comes from there. Because a lot of trading isn't about like how much you can win. It's more about like how little you can lose in a sense and like trying to remove those losses. I don't know what your take is on that, but that's personally like my kind of take is like, how can I avoid losses? Not necessarily like go more, but it's also like using this data, you can maximize your winners as well, right?
Yeah, I think I think you're totally right. I think anybody can get lucky and get a big win in trading, right? So it's like really trying to find where you're going wrong and avoid those mistakes, cut those out of your trading, because you got to be able to hang on to that money, hang on to those winnings, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and then there's also something that I believe in trading is like when you really see the quality setup that has the higher probability chance of playing out, you probably want to go into that trade larger than a trade where you're like, oh yeah, this could work out, but you have less conviction on it, right? And getting all this data behind that really lets you know for sure, oh, this is my setup that works really well with this 80% win percent, and these are the things that need to line up. It helps you identify what those high probability trades are for you, and so you then know when, hey, maybe I should size up on this one a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then there's also like the fact that we have like trade replay and stuff as well. So it's like even those mistakes when you do mess up, like you can just come in here and like replay the trade like tick by tick. Like you can even see the time of sales for each trade. So for those of you that use like time of sales, and I just press play here, and I can actually just see like all the candles printing out live. I can see the orders coming in, and I can be like, okay, like what actually happened here? Why did I chase this trade? And then I can figure out like what my triggers are for every single trade. So it's like, oh, okay, when I see a big red candle, although it means nothing, I just tend to close out my trade early, right? That kind of thing. So even something like this is like really, really useful. And then you can go in and obviously add all your tags at the same time whilst watching the price action actually play out, which again, like is just great for like actually refining your entries and like execution, that kind of thing. Because execution is something I think a lot of traders struggle with. Like I feel like a lot of traders can break down the chart day on day, but then when they like come to execute, they just like panic, right? Which then obviously leads you into like the whole back testing. Like I'm sure everyone here is familiar with back testing, is right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. At least a solid idea.
Yeah. So back testing is like essentially you can like practice trading in general, or like you can actually, like prove like does a strategy work. So we have like a whole back testing area, and everything I just like showed you in the main journaling area, like it all applies into back testing as well. So like let's go into one of my like old back testing sessions here, and I'll just like show you this. So like you see here, like I've got it set up for like my preferences, just like trading view. Got those two charts here. There's many ways you can go about doing this. Like if I wanted to, and let's say it was like a Saturday, and I wanted to like kind of just like practice trading, but like the market isn't open, I can literally just come here, put this on like I don't like a 1 second or a 10 second sort. It's because I've got sync on. Hold on. So if I just go there, right, and I just go on the 1 minute, like say if it was a Saturday and I want to practice trading, I could go back to any random date. And again, I could just watch price like kind of play out live, if you know what I mean, like this. And I could literally just practice my execution in trading. I could sit there and trade an entire day if I wanted to, like it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday, that type of thing. Or there's the other side where you can use it for like pure data collection, and you can kind of just like flick through the days like really quick. So I just pause this here, right? I can go like, okay, like, so come into every single day. Like, let me analyze, start from here. Let me break this down, right? This is my trade here. This is, I can go through and like just prove, does my strategy actually work? So let me just show you this really quick. I'm going to place a trade here, and I'm going to go advanced order, and you'll see here that it like just automatically fills all of my positions. The MacBook bar thing at the bottom is getting really annoying. Okay, here we go.
Here, I can move
Right,
it
so
down a little bit.
it's okay, it's okay. So if I just go here and go sell, and you can see here, once I put this in, right? Why is this not doing it? I think it's to do with my balance on this back testing session. It doesn't have enough. But essentially, I can come in here, I can just press sell, right? And it will basically like automatically put in my stop loss and TP, or I can just go ahead and drag them. So I can literally just drag and drop my stop loss and TP. Really easy to use. But then coming back to like the whole tags thing, and this is why I say this is like my favorite feature. Once I've gone ahead and actually placed that trade, I can actually go ahead and add tags onto it. So if I just go like into the journal tab here and just press tags, then I can be like, okay, on this one, I entered on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour, or like what did I enter off, like again like a 4 hour support. And then I could like, even when it comes to like the end of my backtesting session, instead of just doing a backtesting session, now I have like layers to the data on my backtesting session. So it's not like, oh, I just proved that my strategy is profitable. It's like, no, okay, I've taken it one step further, and I've actually proven, okay, my strategy is profitable, but inside that, the 15-minute time frame is the most profitable time frame for that strategy, paired with a 4 hour support level, for example, right? So like you can go really, really in depth into every single layer, And that, it, of course, is, what's going to help improve your profitability, help improve your confidence, help you define like what an A plus setup is, all this type of good stuff. So yeah, anyone like who is using it, like tags for me, like favorite feature. Please, please, please. I can't recommend enough. Like use tags. They are game changing.
When you're commenting on a TradeZella post, be like, "Hey, I'm using tags for my boy Josh." You gotta get him.
Yeah, yeah,
You got the tag credit. I
yeah,
know you.
yeah.
I don't think you can see the chat, but yeah, we have some feedback in the chat. People are just really liking it. That I don't know if they necessarily knew as much about it. Um, it's just some joke. Somebody said if they need to add a kid tracker, track how many kids I have in relation to my trading. Yeah, that's right.
I
We
mean,
could
you
always.
could. You
You get.
literally
Hey, put
could.
it as a tag.
Like you could set up a custom tag and do it if you really want to. So like,
When
yeah.
I only had two sex trophies running around the house, I was profitable. This third one has got me something's going wrong now.
I can't deal with the stress anymore. It's too much with the
There
phone.
you go. Any other questions for Josh before he moves on to any other features? By the way, Josh, audio is better now. They're saying so. Good
Okay,
there.
awesome, awesome.
Um,
But yeah, well, just whilst we like kind of wait on that, like this is like reports obviously for back testing. So it's like the exact same thing. So you can see all of your win rates, your stats. Like you can come in across all of your back testing sessions and you can see like, oh, okay, like my best trade time is 7 p.m. So happens to be the complete opposite to my journaling one. But if my win rate here is like 83.33%. So like I like yeah, it just makes life so much easier because you know yourself and your trading, like just at a glance. Like you can see like visually, like you have a bad week and you can be like, okay, I had a bad week this week. Like I wonder why I did wrong. Just come into the reports page and it will straight up just tell you what you did wrong that week. And then you know like not to do it again. So it just makes your life so much easier as a trader, which is yeah. Is also any other questions come from that or
no, I mean people just basically complimenting it. But it
awesome,
looks like
awesome.
no questions standing out right now.
So I don't know about you guys, but if you as well, like if anyone has like a mentor, right? We have this thing called like mental mode. Okay. So if I go in like mental mode here, so like this is one of my students, for example, right, that you can see here, or like one of my friends, and I can actually go into his TradeZella because he's accepted me as a mentor and I can see all of his stats. And like let's say for example, he's had a bad week and he's like, oh, like can you go with my trades? Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I can actually go into all of his trades. I can see his journal entries and all of his stuff, and I can actually review his trades for him and be like, okay, so like this is when you entered here, this is what you got out, like, and I can actually then leave comments for him. So I could be like, okay, so nice trade, but you could improve on this, right? And then
Yep.
when he comes back in, he can see all of this. So if you do have like a mentor or you do have like a friend that's like helping you stay accountable with your trading, this type of stuff, again, this is a really, really neat feature.
Man, Aaron's gonna
Um,
be kicking all your asses now. Oh man, wait till I show this to Aaron. You guys are in trouble. You guys are in
yeah,
trouble. We're gonna
there's
get
no
the
excuses
mentor
anymore.
mode
You
going
can't
in
hide.
Stockdad's Discord, baby. Let's go. You guys are in trouble. Oh, that's cool. That's a super cool feature. I have seen that. But that's yeah, that's a really cool feature to work with somebody because I think a lot of times you're working with a mentor. Maybe you show them your trade, this or that. I think it's easy to maybe leave some stuff out. And but no, that's a super cool feature. Frank said he's been using TradeZella a year, but there's so much more to it than he knew, which is why we wanted to do this, Frank. You know.
I feel like
Aaron will take a year to figure this out. All right, that's true. Aaron is one of our traders in the Stock Dads Discord. He comes on every day in the stream and does a morning breakdown and a nooner breakdown. But he's not the
oh
most
right.
technological savvy guy. But yeah, it would be funny to have him looking through your stats. I'd like to hear his feedback.
Yeah, it is super, super, super cool. And it's like that accountability, like it's just, yeah, it's unmatched. But in terms of that as well, like going even further, like honestly, like with TradeZone in terms of like our problem right now is that we have too many features and people just don't know about all the stuff that we have. But like we even have like a full university here. So like whether it be like to use in the platform. So like say if you sign up and you're like, oh, like I don't even know how to start, like because as we said, like there's quite a lot of features. This will walk you through like everything step by step. So like how to sync your trades, like trades settings, like how the accounts work, navigate the dashboard, like all of this, how to review your trades, like because journaling in itself is like a topic, like how like it's all well and good saying journal, like how do you journal? So we have like this whole education sector, like how to recap your month, how to make a game plan, like using tags. So like this is a whole like webinar I personally did on tags. As you know, like I love tags. So I did like a whole 1 hour breakdown about like possible tags you could create and like how this will benefit you, all this type of stuff like this. But yeah, like every webinar we ever have done as well, it's like all in here. So whether it be myself or like there's strategies here. So if you're backtesting and you don't have a strategy, you know, you can come in. I mean, I'm sure you guys provide these guys with strategies and breakdowns and all that stuff. But like in general, this is in
Sure.
here. So like yeah, the education as well, like in this, like so if you guys know who Umar is, like he comes in here, he does all of his webinars and stuff like that, and you can rewatch everything like we've ever done back here as well. So that's also really cool.
Yeah, if you don't know, Umar Ashraf is the founder of TradeZella, who is a trader himself. So the whole TradeZella platform software has been built, by traders with real trading experience that know the industry and know what it's like to be a trader. So as you can tell from looking at it.
Yeah, our like whole slogan is like our like whole team, like internally, like even like not even like public facing, like everyone is like we encourage you to learn how to trade because we want the whole thing to be like literally like built by traders for traders, right? So like everything you can think of is like pretty much been thought of, to be honest. Or if it's like if we've not done it yet, like we plan to do it. So yeah, it is really really cool. But as I said, like I could take you guys around this for like hours. Like we could even go into like start my day here. Oh, actually, no, I'd love to show you guys the progress tracker if we have time. Actually,
Yeah, go ahead.
so the progress tracker is like so like I'm sure like we all know with like trading, like success in trading doesn't necessarily come from like winning or losing. It's like consistency and discipline, doing the same thing over and over, and like following your rules, right? And like if you go on like a losing streak, it can kind of be quite unmotivating. So like the progress tracker is another way to track your progress. And it's basically like what you'll do is you'll come into it and it will ask you to like set up your rules. So for example, like my trading hours from this, right? I should start my like day and do my pre-market prep by this time. I have to put a stop loss on my trades. I can't lose over this much per day, or I can't lose this much per trade, right? And you can also add like manual rules as well. So like these are the preset ones, but like you can add like 1 win for the day equals done is mine, 2 losses for the day equals done. And then even like personal stuff like read 10 pages of a book, 7,000 steps, go to the gym. You can come in here and like just press save, right? And then you can actually start tracking your progress on this. So
Ooh,
I
I've
just
never
flipped off
used
there.
this. I like this feature.
But like here is like a calendar almost. And basically the idea is to get this more and more colored in. So as you can see, like as I tick off like the things that I did today, it will so all these automated ones, it will automatically do. These are just the manual ones that you have to tick off. But for example, like trading hours, starting your day, stop loss, max net profit and loss, all that kind of stuff. But as you basically complete these, it will then like color this in, and then you can get a streak. So it's like, like your streak is like, oh, I followed my rules for 25 days in a row, right? And basically, the more you color this in, the better you're doing and the more progress you're making. And it's not based off P&L. It's just about discipline and following your rules, basically. So the progress tracker, again, is like a really cool way to track your progress, but not based off P&L, which is like the wrong thing to track, right? It's about habits and discipline, all that type of stuff. So yeah.
I really like that. That's like just a general accountability tracker. That's cool. I'm gonna start using that feature for sure.
Yeah. It's like even using it to like track like your gym and stuff. Like you trades us like telling you if
Yeah,
you've gone to
yeah,
the gym 5 days this week or not. And
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
but yeah,
Turn
yeah.
it into a full life coach, not just not just trading. I
And
love it.
you can also like ask Zeller AI. So like this is like a new thing that we kind of got here.
Ooh.
So it's like
Pretty soon, we're all just gonna
Zeller
have
AI.
Zella's AI. It's gonna take everyone's journaling data. We'll just have it trading for us, man. We can all sit back and let TradeZella
That would
handle
be
the
cool.
trading.
That would be cool. But like for example, like some of the prompts here, like analyze last 7 days progress, like current rules and analysis. So like, like do I need to adjust my rules? Like, are they hindering me or helping me? All this type of stuff. So this is obviously like still in development all the time, but is like a really cool feature. You can actually have it journal for you, but I don't really like see the point in doing this, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. If you're not.
Like like if I press write with AI, what it will actually do is it will write an automatic trade recap for me based on this trade. So like obviously it doesn't know everything about your emotions and that stuff, but it'll take like all the data and it'll be like, okay, I think that you could have improved here, right? So if we just give this a second, it'll pop up and then it will basically give us like a brief little recap. So here you go. So like
Oh, nice.
trade review, and then it will just show you like things that like you could have worked on. So it's given me 0 stars on this trade. So it really didn't like this trade. It basically said that I sucked on this trade. But yeah, another cool feature. But as I say, like there's so many features, so
So
many
many
features.
features. That's yeah. Frank is someone who said he's been using it all year, and he just said, "OMG, there's so many features in all caps." And then he also said his Zella AI yells at him when he takes more trades than he usually does.
Yeah. It's a thing, right? We gotta help you guys become accountable.
I
That's
love
that's
it.
what we're trying to do here.
I
So,
love it.
but
I mean, I think the chat is definitely all impressed. We're giving away one free year here. They're wanting it for everybody. I don't think we can quite do that for you, but what is it's about $40 a month, right? If you subscribe monthly. Do you guys have a yearly plan or anything like that? Do you know off the top of your head?
yeah. So yearly plan. So we have the pro and the. I'll just pull it up here. Actually, we have the pro and. Oh, so I
And by the
just
way, guys,
searched it up.
whatever whole show us of pricing here, code stock dads will get you a discount off of this. So
It will. So on the like yearly, for example. So like, let's say here, this is pay yearly. So it's 399, but obviously if you use like stock guides, you get 20% off that, right?
okay.
So or like I don't know, like is it 20%? That's
I
the
to be honest
discount
with you, I'm
code
not
you
100
use.
percent sure. I don't know if DJ or Calvin or in the chat they might
Yeah,
be able
yeah.
to confirm. I'm not 100% sure what the stock dad's discount code is on TradeZella, but um,
So like yeah, so if you did like the yearly here, so instead of basically being 400, it would be like 320 using the stock guides code, or you can obviously do pay monthly as well. And the premium plan is 49 a month. The basic plan is 29 a month, right? The main difference between the two plans is essentially like unlimited accounts, right? So as you can see here, if I go in my top right, see how many accounts I have connected all at once. Um, with the basic plan, you can only have like one account, right? But the pro plan, you can have unlimited accounts. Like there's no limit. Like
mm,
so, maybe if you're someone who's trading like prop
I was
firms,
just
you
gonna
have like
say, yeah, guys,
40
all
different
your
prop firm
different,
accounts.
exactly,
Yeah,
yep.
this is like a way you can see like an overview of all of your prop firm accounts in one way. And like I can filter. So like if I only want to see like this specific account right here, then I just press that. And then I can only see like the stats for this account. But then if I want to see them all, I just press all accounts and then they'll show. So I can select like 3 or 4 different ones here, and it will show me the P&L just for those 3 or 4 different ones, you know. So that's basically the only difference between the pro and the premium and the basic plans, right?
Uh,
And trade replay as well isn't on the pro.
True Rape. Okay, cool. So somebody asked, Black Friday deals coming, and then somebody else said it is now. So I don't know if that means it is 20% now, or there are Black Friday deals going right now. But
So we haven't actually announced it, but it's Black Friday, right? It would be cruel of us if we didn't do a Black Friday deal to
yeah.
some extent. So yeah,
So
we'll
there are more
yeah.
deals coming. Okay, cool. And I'm sure whenever those come out, I'm sure we'll be letting you guys know on stream what they are, all that good stuff. Um, so right now, code stock dads will get you, the best discount available at the time being. It sounds like that may increase a little bit later on this month for Black Friday, but we'll keep you guys updated on that, of course. And I don't want to keep Josh any longer than he has to. So unless there's any other questions that you guys have for Josh, or Josh, there's any other TradeZella features that you'd like to go over, we can have a little fun with some giveaways.
I mean, what I don't want to do is like overwhelm you guys, but like as I say, I could go on for this forever. But what I like would recommend to you guys the most is literally just like broker sync your account, go onto the reports page, and just spend 30 minutes looking around. And you, as I said, like you will find yourself in a rabbit hole, and you will be so intrigued by it. That's what I would recommend you guys to do the most.
Yeah, and if you guys are gonna get it, like he said, in order to fully understand all its capabilities, like there's tutorial videos within TradeZella that teach you how to use TradeZella to the max of its ability. So make sure you guys are checking those out as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what we're gonna give away account now?
So we're gonna give away. So we got a few giveaways. So we have 3 prop firm account giveaways, and we have 1 full year of TradeZella, which I'm sure everybody after now seeing this walkthrough is dying to win here. So how do you want to do it? Do you want to go with the selected number 1 to 100 and we pick the closest winner? Or do you have any sort of trivia question you want to toss out there, anything like that, or anything else in mind?
A trivia question could be fun.
Oh, well, how about this? You come up with a trivia question for the Zella account. I'm gonna do guys, pick a number 1 through 100. Go ahead, put them in the chat. I got a number in my head. Hold on, we're gonna go. All right, I got a number. I'm writing it down so there's no change in it.
I feel like the trivia question, my only issue with it
They
is
can
that
Google.
yeah, they can just Google the answer.
I know that is the problem. That is the problem. All right, numbers written down. So this this number is going to be for the 2 Lucid accounts. We're going to do the 2 Lucid accounts, the 2 closest numbers without going over. Without going over the 2 closest numbers. We have 2 Lucid accounts left. I know that is the problem. I did a couple trivia questions. What's up, Joe? Couple of trivia questions earlier, and I feel like it's just a contest of who can Google faster. You know what I mean?
No, literally, yeah.
I know. That's why I do like the number here, because it gives us a good randomizer. Double it.
Imagine if you win the prop account and the TradeZella subscription, then you've got the whole package.
Then. Frank's been hot today, but Frank is already a TradeZella user. He actually said he's going to upgrade to the Pro after seeing the display here.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go. All right, we got 10 seconds here. 10 seconds for your numbers. This one's gonna be the 2 closest numbers. Get the 2 Lucid 50K accounts, and then we'll have Josh pick a number for the TradeZella account. Alrighty, here we go. All right, 5 seconds. Numbers in. Oh, J.Brad, what's up? We got my peeps here today. What's up, everybody? All right, here we go. Winning number. My number was 34. 34. Sean Campbell on the money with 34. So one, let me write this down. Sean Campbell. We got 1 Lucid account going to Sean Campbell.
Okay, I'm going to write my number on this piece of paper.
Write it down. Write it down. 1 through 100. All right, so 34. Who was next closest? We got Ricky at 23. Darren at 30. It looks like Audrey Nagy at 33 is going to be the next closest. Audrey. Audrey Nagy. All right. All right, so listen, all numbers are washed right now. So whatever number that you put in, we're moving on. Lucid accounts are chosen. This is now for 1 year. A 1-year subscription to TradeZella, ladies and gentlemen. My man Josh has got his number down. Put your numbers in the chat, 1 through 100.
On this piece of paper.
It's written down. It is official. Get your numbers in the chat. 1 year TradeZella. Let's go.
Wait and see if the number pops up.
Keep them rolling. Keep them rolling. Carson, Kishore got 27 before you, so change your number, Carson. Kishore Sakiti. That's our roll. Any duplicate numbers, whoever said it first gets it.
You just gotta get your number in quick, guys.
Yeah. Get those numbers in. Carson, 39. Okay, Carson's got a new number in. We'll give you another 15, 20 seconds here. Get your numbers in. Numbers in. 1 free year. TradeZella. Brought to you by the legend himself, Umar Ashraf.
Okay, I see who's got the closest.
Are you seeing the chat? Can you see the numbers?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, you got the chat. Okay, all right, cool. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready here, ladies and gentlemen? Countdown. Give us your number, Josh. In 3, 2, 1. What is the winning number?
And the winning number was 79.
79. Let's see.
I believe AJ was 77, which is the closest.
That's AJ Bajan. Oh man, but your last name AJ. I'm struggling. 77 looks like it was it.
Bajaria.
Yeah, Jaria. AJ Bajaria. AJ Bajaria. 77. Yeah, that's AJ Bajaria. Let's go.
Let's go, AJ.
Let's go, AJ. Yeah. Let me write this down here. Guys, if you have it, if you're in the Discord, go ahead and open a support ticket. If you're not in the Discord, please make sure that you fill out your contact information. We have the pinned link, or I'm sorry, the pinned comment, which has a link for your contact information to make sure you get your giveaway. And Callan will get you guys hooked up with all those giveaways. And all right, Josh, I can let you go, man. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
Today.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Breaking it down. Maybe we'll do it again, sometime in the future as the stream continues to grow, and we'll do some more giveaways, I'm sure. We do have a few more months. I think we're gonna give away some monthly subscriptions for TradeZella, maybe later on this week, guys. So don't worry. And yeah, guys, for the rest of you, if you wanna get yourself a TradeZella subscription, use code StockDads. It'll always get you the best discount. Right now, we think it may be running 20% right now, but they do have some deals coming up for Black Friday, which we'll update you guys on, I'm sure, on the stream. So make sure you guys are staying tuned. Now we have one more account giveaway to do. We're gonna let Josh get out of here. So Josh, thanks for joining us, man. We'll let you roll, and we'll talk to you again soon. See you, man.